It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we'll see this team's leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. Hope y'all ready for this one on Sunday night.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime-time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
We're through the bye weeks and into the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now in the NFL.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
He's taking a shot on his first play. Big gain downfield. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that'll give him a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Looking to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. They are throwing it again. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with first and goal. He'll throw it yet again. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
They'll send him up the middle. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. It'll be a gain of only 1 on second, so that brings up third and goal from the 2. They'll try it with him again. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Back-to-back stands from this front. No gain on the play, brings up fourth and goal.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
One of the league's elder statesmen knocks it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Has it downfield, working the left. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to have a first down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First and 10, it's Pollard. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 47. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From midfield now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They give to Pollard from the gun. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And this one doesn't go far.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Play action on first down. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So they send out the field goal units and try for 3 on this one. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The visitors and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Putting a receiver in motion. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's the handoff. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
On now comes their punter. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in primetime. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And it'll be their football. To throw here on 1st down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Handoff running left, Pollard. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw now. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Throwing it again here. That one's complete, right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. At the end of one, a field goal for each side, but no one has found the end zone just yet. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He has the 1st over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And they'll have 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down from the red zone. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's 2nd down. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. Well, Rocky found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Dump off caught by his back. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
The give on 2nd to Pollard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll try and throw it here. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Dropping back to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. The wind was at a sales, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
He puts one through the uprights, and now he'll send it towards the other end zone. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Back out runs their offense. They're down 10 as they take over. We've got a 13-3 ball game. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Motioning the tight end now. From the gun on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that gives them the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They'll throw it again. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. Result is a first down.
They're going play action. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They've got a man in motion. Here he is on third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. They're out and set. First and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air, so that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Short pass brought in, and he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They go play action here. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Pass play coming here. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. It's the 2-minute warning from Albuquerque.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Finds him on the slant. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll give him a first down. Here's a throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds a man, right side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you there.
And in for the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys take a 3-possession lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. This offense getting one final possession here before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. From the 37. That is incomplete, down to 13 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Left side now, caught by Sutton. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Back to throw it. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. He's trying to lay it in deep along the right sideline. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. So we're at halftime of this Sunday night matchup. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for
Halftime report. So let's get you...
Well, the teams are ready, the fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Here's Pollard. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
And 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On the give, this is Pollard. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a gain of 4 there, and it'll give him a first down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. That's too far in front, and it's not gonna be caught.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Going with Pollard on the ground. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're gonna have 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Just short on 3rd down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on 4th?
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends the lead to 20.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense getting all set for this series. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the 1st. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that'll give him a first down. They'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They're throwing it. Just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's the give to Pollard. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's going to push one deep down the right. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt goes 63 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He's going to throw this one. Dump off caught by his back. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Encroachment defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 1st down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the bootleg. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the deficit goes from 20 to 17.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They'll come out throwing. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Setting up a throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Looking for a throw here. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that brings up 4th and long. They're out now, ready to punt it. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 31. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to the air here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're left with 4th and short. Trying to push this past the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
If you're a D coordinator, heck, if you're the defense, that is just so unfair. You load the box, you try to jump the snap, you do anything you can to stop it, but a lot of times these fullbacks, and this guy in particular, just moves that pile.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
From the 46. Cut out left. He picks up 15 on the play. And they're going to have a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Cut by Sutton. And they get this down to the 28. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Finds his back complete. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, you can scratch that one from the playbook, and you're not going to call it again if you can't impact the D-tackle. You just saw him sitting right there. He was ready for a feast, and he buried that draw before it could get started.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, you get a 1st down here. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Running it after the penalty, and he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Pass play now. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown! These guys get it back to within 2 possessions. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys cut the lead down to 10.
Visitors 13.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Now this offense getting set to work here. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10, it's Pollard. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Pass him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From midfield now. Finds him over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They give to Pollard from the gun. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They'll run here on first down. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Takes off right out of the read option. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw now. Throw left side, complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. He's dropping back to throw. And it's caught, touchdown! These guys can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast, trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
That one right down the middle. And these guys take a 3-possession lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense ready to get going again now. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here. From the 35 on 2nd down. They get to him and bring him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he is on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. They tried to air it out, but just couldn't hook up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
He finds him beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here. They are throwing it again. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down. They'll throw it again. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Still sticking with the passing game. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 24. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. They'll try and throw it here. That's cut beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. From the red zone now. And he will take this in. Touchdown! These guys get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys cut the lead down to 10.
Visitors 20.
Down 2 scores, and with 2 timeouts left, this onside recovery is a must-get for them. And this onside kick doesn't go their way. The hands team makes the cover. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. First and 10 from the 41. Running right, here's Pollard. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Right back to Pollard. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Again, a run with Pollard. And he'll be stopped after getting this down to the 31. A 4-yard pickup there, and that makes the decision even tougher now. 4th and short.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. They'll go, it's Pollard. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. Well, tip of the cap, Brock. You could not question that they brought some fight to the field, try to throw their best punches. But we both know an opponent playing well, a road game, a hostile crowd getting after them. Just too much to overcome.
If you can't get the win on the road, and listen, more than half the time you won't, a coach at least wants to see his guys keep fighting and scratching and clawing until the final whistle. I think they at least did that. but there's going to be plenty of other areas to work on when they get to the practice field this week.